Hello, how are you? In this video we will see what is the best financial advice for young people. Welcome to the Question Answer channel, the channel where you will find the answer to everything. I thank Alexander Finnegan, Bernie Petkow, Azam Qureshi and Stina Wozniak for sharing their views on this matter with us.
Pay yourself first, max out your work 401k. Have what you can deducted from your paycheck and auto invested in a brokerage account. If you make a lot of money, shut the fuck up about it. Don't tell your friends and family. They won't be impressed. They will more likely dislike you or judge you for not lending them money and being overly generous at holiday time. Jump off the hedonic treadmill. Our brains acclimate to new acquisitions and our happiness levels go back to their natural set points after a few months. So don't use consumer goods to buy happiness. It is chasing the wind. Don't be too conservative if you're young. Inflation is not your friend if you look to save for retirement. Inflation is good if you have mortgage and student loan debt. You need to invest in at least 15% aggressive growth stocks to keep up. As you get older and closer to retirement, you will need to shift your investments to increase liquidity and look to preserve your assets. You don't need a market dip or recession fucking up your retirement. If you have brass tacks, invest in crypto. Bitcoin is highly volatile but very lucrative. So is Etherium, but do a stop limit order on your account so if shit turns sour, you are automatically out. Use your money to buy income-producing assets, not consumer items like fancy cars and McMansions. The market for McMansions is going to be shit once the boomers start retiring. Cars depreciate, unless you own a proven collectible like a 1969 Dodge Charger Hemi. If you're young, buy long-term skilled nursing care insurance. If you need to go into a nursing home in old age, there goes your estate. Expenses are currently over $6,000 per month. Buy life insurance while young and healthy if you have children. Most people could lose weight if they ate chicken and vegetables every single day at most meals. But few are willing to do it because it is boring. If you make enough to cover your expenses and have a bit of investable income, you can also make money by using dollar cost averaging, having money taken from your paycheck and automatically invested. If you don't want to rebalance your account or think about it, buy S&P 500 index funds, such as SPY, on the NYSE. Your health is your greatest asset. If you feel like shit and you're rich, you're actually poor. Put your health above all else. It is like putting an oxygen mask on yourself when the airplane is going down. Do that first so you can help others. Get annual physicals and routine screenings. Routinely take your medications and control your blood pressure and cholesterol. Eat healthy, exercise, and avoid the midday sun. Don't smoke. Drink moderately. Dr. Jeffrey S. Life.
The next answer is from Bernie Petkow.
1. Credit cards will make you broke. 2 words. Stay away. If you can't pay it off completely when you receive the bill, you're spending more than wise. Don't be tempted, you will end up in a world of hurt. 2. Car payments aren't a way of life. You can pay for a nice used car with cash and avoid the average $500 per month car payment. 3. Budgeting is your best friend. It's simple. Making a budget every month and sticking to it means you are going to win with money. 4. The Joneses are broke. Don't try and keep up with the Joneses. They might look nice, but they're in debt up to their eyeballs and one emergency away from financial disaster. 5. It's okay to say no. If a friend asks you to go on a trip or out to dinner, and you don't have the money, there's nothing wrong with saying no. Your friends will understand, and if they don't, you should find new friends. 6. Your parents will eventually get old. That means you'll need to have the conversation with them about wills and estates before it's too late. 7. You can be a student without a loan. Part-time jobs, scholarships, grants, more affordable schools. There are many ways to pay for college without debt. 8. Retirement matters as much now as it does 30 years from now. Start saving for retirement as early as you can and put compound interest to work for you. 9. Wealth isn't evil. A lot of people these days like to criticize rich people, but wealth isn't evil. The Bible never condemns money, only the love of money. 10. Giving is one of the best things you can do with money. The more you have, the more you can give away to bless others. 11. The tortoise beats the hare every time. When it comes to money, patience will always pay off. Save and pay cash for stuff instead of using debt to buy them instantly. 12. Your first job might not be your dream job. See number 11. Learn, get experience, and build your career. The corner office might not come right away. 13. Your first house might not be your dream house. Remember, your parents took 20 years to get their house. Don't expect that level of house right away. 14. You should only get one type of mortgage, a 15-year fixed rate. Your monthly payment should be no more than 25% of your take-home pay. Stay away from 30-year mortgages and ARMs no matter what. 15. Marriage is much more difficult when you disagree with your spouse about money. Money fights are going to happen, but it's extremely important that you agree on the basics of money, like budgeting, no debt, and saving. 16. Be happy with what you have. 1 word. Contentment. 17. You won't get out of debt until you get mad. To get out of debt, you've got to get sick and tired of being in debt. If you kinda want to get out of debt, you'll never make it. 18. Personal finance is 80% behavior and only 20% head knowledge. It's all about behavior change. We all know if we're being irresponsible with money. But, many times, we go ahead and make bad choices anyway. That's got to change. 19. Get rich quick schemes are good for one thing, making sure you get broke quick. There's no magic pill to get rich. It takes time and hard work. 20. Your parents weren't perfect, but they probably knew more than you gave them credit for. The older you get, the smarter your parents get. 21. Never trust a payday lender. Never. Payday lenders are the worst. The worst. They'll charge you 300% interest with a smile. 22. Don't travel the world unless you can pay for it. And by pay for it, I mean don't use credit. 23. It's okay to have stuff. Just don't let your stuff have you. Don't mess up your priorities and let materialism get the best of you. 24. Your parents' house is not a bed and breakfast. Move out. By the time you're 25, you should be long gone from your parents' house and out on your own. Sure, you might have transitional periods where you stay for a few weeks, but don't become a boomerang kid. 25. Eating out every night is a really quick way to go broke. You can $10 yourself to the poorhouse if you aren't careful. The occasional night out is fine, but don't make it a habit, especially if you're already in debt. 26. Think of your retirement this way. Planning for the future is like planting a tree now, live in the shade later, keep fertilizing it, it grows, neglect doing this, it dies. What are some other things you should know by the time you turn 25? Ask email. info.advisor@sasktel.net.
We continue with Azam Qureshi's answer.
Some advice for those still in education. And while it may not sound financial, it is. There is a massive shortage of technologists across the world, and it's only going to get more acute. Half of jobs paying over $57,000 in the US require coding skills. Half. And in this space, no one cares what degree you have. They want skills. So, if the following apply to you, you're unlikely to get a Tier 1 job, doctor, investment banking, lawyer, etc. But you'd like to as you want lots of money. You have no particular career passions in life like most people. Then do this. Forget your degree, and go on an intensive coding course instead. You'll probably get a solid job in 3 to 6 months. Or if you have a degree, seriously think about getting into coding. Around 5 to 10 years from now you'll be able to command an annual pay of $25 $60K in today's terms sitting in a village in India, so long as you have a laptop and internet connection, and have worked hard. If you work from an office in a developed country you'll get a lot more. And if you're exceptional, there is nothing stopping you making $300,000 plus at Google, Facebook, etc. The thing is, the flexibility you'll have is amazing, and you'll always find it piss easy to get a well-paid job. There is just so much demand for coders. And programming is a great skill to learn if you want to be an entrepreneur. Coding is the way forward. It is still a massively underestimated skill.
We continue with Stina Wozniak's answer.
Best financial advice. I think the best financial advice is for young people to learn about investing concepts and wealth. This allows them to have a complete understanding of wealth, and then reasonably find their own investment methods according to the characteristics of each person. This is one of the books I've read before that I think you can buy if you really want good financial advice. The book is called The Simple Path to Wealth. I always read some books on financial advice in my spare time, and I have a better edge. My uncle is a senior analyst at JP Morgan. I can always get some solid advice or insider trading information, but I don't want to rely on this kind of information. I've been constantly researching some knowledge about politics and finance on my own. I now read some related reports or news every morning. If you have a keen insight, it will help you get a nice gain, theoretical knowledge or practical gain. Today's young people are always eager for success, and there must be a plan for investment. Sufficient theoretical knowledge, rich practical investment experience, financial planning, a senior who is willing to help you, a good attitude. Keep watching relevant news every day. You have one last thing as far as my investments in stocks and gold go. That is to keep the heart that is not greedy.
This is the end of the video. Thank you for staying until the end. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it more, you can subscribe and leave a like on this video. The video is over. You can continue discussing this question in the comments, or find another question that interests you. See you next time.